Hello, I'm Neil Quigley and welcome to my podcast. If people are going to keep telling comedians to stay away from politics, then I think politicians should stay away from comedy if Michael Gove's efforts are anything to go by. Mind you, Boris Johnson can still keep doing his homage to Norman Wisdom slapstick stuff. I'm fine with that. The Defence Secretary, Sir Michael Fallon, has resigned from his post after it became apparent he has no defence for his actions. You'll be telling me the Foreign Affairs Secretary has similar issues with his title next? William Hague said that a new EU poll would be hate-filled, so just like the first one then. The Bank of England has warned that Brexit could lead to the loss of 75,000 jobs in the industry, meaning it would do more damage than the actual banking crash a few years ago. Now they suddenly all become the listening bank. Interest is up in the world of banking, which I think is hard to believe because it's all numbers and very boring, right? Surely all that changing the maximum fixed amount of money for gambling per spin on a fruit machine will do is mean it will take people longer to lose all their money, making the whole thing even more agonising. The Collins Dictionary has recognised the phrase fake news as the word of the year. I mean, technically it's two words. The dictionary definition of fake news is something that is not real or does not fit with what I want to hear or with the fantasy planet that I live in. Shock as President Trump's Twitter feed was shut down for 11 minutes and he actually had to do some work. American TV show House of Cards will not get a new deal. The Bake Off's Prue Leaf accidentally tweeted the winner of the Great British Bake Off before the show had even been broadcast. I thought this might be part of the new Channel 4 setup. She didn't even tag it spoiler alert. I bet that gave a few people in the production department a soggy bottom when they saw it. The Great British Bake Off final was watched by 7.3 million people. Imagine how many people would have tuned in if half the country did not already know who the winner was. More people watch Blue Planet than either Strictly Come Dancing or The X Factor, probably because when people saw the title on their planner, they thought it might be pornographic. Scientists now think that a bad winter is what killed off the dinosaurs. The more and more we learn about them, the less scary they are. A lot of them were just seemingly vegetable-eating wimps who were not keen on the cold. A dissertation written by Professor Stephen Hawking in 1966 was viewed by over 2 million people within days of it being released on the Cambridge University website. I could name lots of TV shows that would absolutely kill for those kind of figures. This week marks the 50th anniversary of Martin Luther King's visit to Newcastle. Maybe it was while he was there that he saw the black and white stripes looking so good together on Newcastle United shirts that he came up with his dream. Beer bikes have been banned in Amsterdam. How did this ever even become a thing? Surely the words beer and bike in the same sentence should have set alarm bells ringing that this venture would not end well. It turns out the world's most expensive whiskey, which sold for over £7,000, was actually a fake. It's nothing how it seems in this world anymore. It was 100 years younger than it claimed to be, so kind of like Cher and Joan Collins. Lewis Hamilton wins his 4th Formula 1 world title, officially making him the most famous Lewis in the country after Inspector Morse's sidekick. Nippy Bus in Somerset sacked its staff and advised of the company's closure in a quick 2-sentence memo. Well, the name does suggest that they do like to do things quickly, I suppose. A breastfeeding mother was asked to leave a speed awareness course. You should have seen the speed they got her out of there. Were they concerned the infant was drinking too fast? Harry Styles was bombarded with kiwi fruit while performing his new song Kiwi in London. I guess it could have been worse if that song had a different title. Melons or Coconuts would have really have chafed. Luckily, he decided against closing the show with a cover of Bruno Mars's Grenade. Sainsbury's is setting up its own record label where they will sign bands on weekly deals, lend them trolleys to transport equipment and price match any bands that try to join Asda. A tennis club charity calendar featuring its members naked but tastefully shot to avoid any gratuitous nakedness, think Calendar Girls, has been banned by Facebook as the pictures display too much flesh. The club appear to have been caught out and intend to make a racket to serve the charity, show them love, set up a game plan and net them lots of money. All those puns about naked tennis players are now avoided. New balls please. Well, almost. Disney are remaking The Lion King, with Beyoncé providing the voice of one of these starring roles. The time between new versions of movies getting made is getting shorter and shorter. Soon they'll be shooting the remake at the same time the actual film is being made. That's it for this week. Have fun. Bye.